Hi there traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris and this video is focused on the euro dollar and pound dollar analysis. Alright, this is the euro dollar daily chart and yesterday was a doji. Friday of course was strong bearish engulfing twins right here, and you can see that that has led to continuation of bearish momentum for the moment. And I think that all in all this is probably still a wave 4. We can put basically the fib here on wave 3, and this wave 4 indeed bounce at the 38.2 fib. So that's still my main scenario, is that price will continue to decline here, but will eventually find support for one more rally higher and one more higher high to finish the wave 5. And to finish the wave 5 of 5, in fact, this is probably wave 1 right here. This is probably wave 2. Here we have wave 3, and we're still in wave 4. Alternatively, and up we go for wave 5. All right, so that's what I'm expecting. Alternatively, the price did make a higher high right in here, as you can see. That was slightly higher than these tops. All right, so for me, it looks more like a double top, to be honest, or a triple top. But technically, it was higher. So it could be that the wave 5 is already finished. But for me to make that, or for me to believe that that is a more likely scenario, I would need to see price basically break below this bottom at the 38.2 fib, and then yes, there is a chance that price might make it down to the long-term moving average. Of course, you got to be aware of these fib levels, which still could be bounces, specifically the 120 round level. But ultimately, yes, it could make a bigger reversal once it starts to break below this support level like this and the short-term moving averages. All right, so that could be a potential for downside. So ultimately, I'm expecting price to bounce at support. But if it does break, yes, there could be a bigger reversal going on, and indeed, wave 5 of 5 probably has been finished, and there could be a big bearish move on higher time frames. And for instance, like this, we could put the fib not from this bottom, all right, but basically from this very bottom. There we go. And you can see there's a lot of space to the downside. Price could go all the way to the 38, 50, 61.8 fibs would not be a stretch of the imagination. So, you know, pretty good bearish space there to retest the 5 waves and make basically an ABC correction like this. There we go. And this is what I would be expecting in that case, as I already indicated in previous videos. All right, there we go. Could go actually, this move probably more likely to 38 fib actually, like that. All right, and there could be a head and shoulders with this particular left shoulder right there. Now, that's the long-term picture though, but for the moment, I think actually it is more likely that price will make a wave 4 here on the daily chart and bounce. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart to see a little bit better where price could bounce. You can see that the previous bottom was around here, so I think anywhere, conservatively speaking, the closest target is around 123.25, maybe this 123.50 level. That's the earliest bouncing spot, but price could extend further, go to 123, even down to 122.50 for instance, 122.20, 122 for instance. That's a whole zone where price might bounce. It's difficult to assess exactly where it could be because it is a you know, rather wide support level. We can put a fib on the 1-hour chart, right, and put it from here to here, and basically well, we can see that the minus 61.8 target is probably a good indication. So around 123, I would say, is a level where price could bounce. If it does break the minus 61.8 target, then it can go to the minus 100 target at around 122.30, as you can see. So those are targets, and those could be bouncing spots for an upside as wave 4 continues. And that bounce to the upside could be quite strong and could be quite, you know, quite good momentum there. If it doesn't happen, right, and price just falls, but then makes a flag like this, goes sideways, then I'm going to be a little bit more cautious because it depends. If it breaks to the upside, it could still be good, but if it breaks to the downside, there could be actually that bigger bearish play that could start a bigger bearish reversal basically. So yeah, that's something to keep an eye on, the momentum, the current momentum, and how price responds to support, and if it breaks up or down will give me indication if I want to trade it up or down as well. So that's very important. We're going to keep an eye on it. I am bullish. We actually took a short on ECS Live on the euro dollar around in this consolidation zone. Price is up about 60 pips, and our target is pretty close by. So, and the trade is already at break even, so it's going to be a winning trade in any case. But I think that this was a counter trend trade, and I think that ultimately I'm expecting a bounce. But if it doesn't happen, then of course I will change my vision, and there is a good chance of bearish reversal to be visible in the near future. All right, this is the pound dollar 4-hour chart, and still kind of in a twilight zone, no man's zone, I think it's called, right, where it could go either way. Price has not invalidated the 1, 2, 3 wave structure that we see here. 1, and here is 2, and then here is potentially wave 3. And you can see the wave 4 has not gone into the wave 1 yet. So this could still be a rather deep wave 4, not very typical, but officially still possible. In any case, if we get the bounce here, there could be one more rally higher as price breaks through this resistance trend line. There could be a breakout to the upside. We can put a fib from here to here. And you can see basically that price bounced at the 61.8 fib. So if it breaks this trend line, it could go up to the -272 target or the -61.8 target. Those are targets to the upside. And on a 1-hour chart, you can see some local resistance here that could be broken this hour. Let's see how this hour holds. But also important probably are these horizontal levels right here. I would probably want to see a break above that, a break and a hook back like this, a pullback I should say, perhaps, or retracement, whatever word you use. It's a move down again and then a move up. Then we wait for a bull flag and to see if there's a continuation higher. So potential trades, in my opinion, could be this pullback and this particular breakout right here as price pushes through the resistance trend line. All right, that's for upside. For downside, I don't see any particular trades as yet, unless really price were to go and break below 139.25. would consider that a bearish potential environment, but ultimately I wouldn't be trading that as yet. But on Thursday, we might reanalyze that, of course, and see if there are any potential bearish trades. That is if price breaks below 139.25, which at the moment does not seem very likely because this 4-hour candle is about to close, and if it's that bullish with a wick at the bottom, then it does not seem likely the price will just erase those gains. It does seem likely that a 4-hour candle will have some impact. You never know. I would preferably look for a confirmation of upside, but it is a good first indication that the bullish trend will continue. All right, check out more free analysis and material and tools and indicators on elitecurrency.com. You can check out the free analysis tab, or of course, download the ECS.start package. Wish you all good trading. Talk to you soon. Cheers.